Hey, Queens. I hope everybody's having a great day today. It's a beautiful Wednesday. I like to call this day Wisdom Wednesday. But what I wanted to talk to you ladies about today was influence. What are you doing with your influence? And by that I mean, how are you using your words? The gift of gab that God gave you. Are you using your words and your influence for good? Or are you using it for evil? And let's talk about the difference. If I know that I can encourage people, people will listen to what I have to say and they're going to follow what I say. I have a duty to make sure that I'm not leading people to sin and that I'm not leading people astray. What I should be doing with my circle of influence is spreading love with my influence, using beautiful words to encourage people. If I have this gift of gab and I'm using my influence for evil, it would be manipulating somebody into doing what I want, saying anything that I have to say to get my desired outcome, no matter how it makes that person feel. This would also be oppressing others with our influence. When I say oppressing others with our influence, I mean, maybe I tell someone, you ain't gonna be nothing without me. You're not gonna be able to get that house or pay for that stuff if it wasn't for me. I've now used my influence to lower somebody's self-esteem, to make them feel less than, and oppressing them to stay in a relationship, friendship, whatever with me, because I'm saying whatever I want to say to manipulate them to do what I want done. We got to stop that. Another thing that would be using my influence for evil. Let's say with my kids, I talk down to them. Or maybe I don't talk down to them, but I talk to them about their dad in a negative way, or family members, or whatever the case may be. And I use my influence to influence them not to like somebody or love somebody because I no longer dislike or love them. That's not good. At that point, I'm using my words for evil and to lead them astray. God gave all of us gifts. That gift may be different. The gift he gave me may be different than the gift he gave you, may be different than the gift he gave Sally. But what I have to understand is that the gifts that he bestowed upon me, whatever they are, I got to use those for good and not for evil. How do I expect to prosper and to have a good life if I'm oppressing people with my words? I'm downing people. I'm cussing people out. Where's that going to get anybody? It feels so much better to uplift someone else. So I say all of this to say, use your influence in the way that God destined you to use that influence. And that would be for good and with love and with joy and with strength. And not from a place of oppressing people, manipulating people, or making them do what I want them to do. It's not right. And it's going to come back to me, whether I think it is or not. So be a blessing, Queens. Be a blessing to somebody. Tell somebody you love them. You may just turn their day around. They may have been ready to give up, but a kind word from you or you telling them how they've been an influence in your life help that person to keep going. So be a blessing. Use your influence for good and not for evil. Have a blessed day, Queens.